Hello everybody, welcome back to C&S Corvettes in beautiful sunny Sarasota, Florida. It's your Corvette buddy Lyle here to talk to you about more interesting, exciting, and hopefully helpful Corvette stuff. We're going to get right into it today. We're not going to do any other ads or anything like that. What I want to talk to you about today is there is a new type of tail light, custom LED tail light, available for the C6 Corvette. It is made by a company called InfiRai, and it does some pretty neat stuff. Now, as you know, if you watch our channel, we've been carrying the Morimoto lights for many, many years, and we're going to continue because they're outstanding. The InfiRai lights do a few things, though, that the Morimotos don't, and let's talk about that a little bit. So the InfiRai lights are what we call infinity tail lights. So behind the lamp, where you would normally have a reflector, you have these mirrors. So when you turn on your tail lights, it looks like, you ever been in a changing room where there's two mirrors like this and you can see 100 of yourself this way, 100 of yourself that way? Well, that's what these tail lights do. So basically it looks like this infinity of rings going back forever into your car when you're from the side or from the back. It's a really cool effect. These lamps also have, they're very adjustable. You know that the Morimotos have the sequential turn signal option by plugging and unplugging. Well, InfiRai takes that a step further. You do have the option to have just solid blink or the sequential that goes ding, 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 ding from inside to outside. And that's just a switch on each lamp. The nice thing about this is the Morimotos, it's kind of like, well, you either plug it or you unplug it, and it's hard to remember which is which. On the back of each of these lamps are 3 rocker switches. One is for US or European spec. Most of my customers obviously are going to be keeping it in US spec. Then you have the choice, a switch for either solid flash or sequential. And the third rocker switch is, and this is kind of neat, it gives you the option to make your turn signals and your hazard flashers light up in amber rather than red. So you're going down the road, your taillights are on the red, you got the infinity red tubes going back there, and then you hit your turn signal, all of a sudden that light starts flashing amber instead of red. That's really kind of neat. I thought that was just a neat idea because it does make the car look different, and it also does let the people behind you know that, hey, something's changed here, not just a blinking light, but look at the color right here, look at me. So it's a good safety item to have. All of that is fully adjustable, and you can switch, you can have the lamp set any way you want to. They don't all have to match. It's pretty cool. They also, and this is a neat thing that Morimoto didn't have either, is you have, they come fully wired with connectors to snap into your reverse lamps, which is very easy to do. You basically, when you have the tail lights out, you just thread the wires down between that cushion at the rear and the frame, and they hang down. You hook them together, you plug them into the green wire on each of the reverse lamp wires. Takes about 20 minutes, and now when you put your car in reverse, the entire taillight lights up like a very, very dull yellow color. It's bright, but it's dull yellow, and there's this beautiful white ring around the very inside hub, as you can see here. So a lot of neat options with this. It's very well thought out. One of the things that they don't talk about, but I found really interesting, is the way they have this lens shaped. When you're looking at the car from kind of the rear 3/4 view, even though these taillights are mostly flush and flat, when you're looking at it from the outside of the 3/4 view, it almost looks like they're deep, almost like a donut. Very sporting looking. And you know, we obviously, before we tell you guys about anything, we make sure to buy some of these and test them ourselves. And I put a set in a customer's car, and I put a set in Steve's Grand Sport, and we've been living with those, and we really, really like them. Another thing is, actually, they're a little less expensive than the Morimotos. So I think they're $529.99, which is a savings of about 40 bucks over the Morimotos, and that does include shipping. They do come in the red lens as seen on Steve's car. They also come in a smoke lens as pictured here. They are fully in stock and ready to ship, so if you have been Wanting to do custom taillights on your C6, but you've been waiting for something that was really different than what was already on the market? Well, good news guys, it's here. If you have any questions about these lights, go ahead and put it in the comments below. There is a link to these products on my website. If you go down into the video description, you'll see a link. Tap on that and it'll get you there if you want to buy some of these things. We very much appreciate your support. We appreciate your business. We appreciate you watching. Have a great weekend.